Bracing for cuts. SEPTA is warning families to start preparing for a backup plan if service cuts move forward next month. Without additional funding from the state, SEPTA is set to slash bus and rail services right before school starts. Action News reporter Caroline Goggin has more on the warning being issued.
SEPTA tells me that at the end of every summer, they usually increase service ahead of the school year, but this summer that is not the case. They cannot do that, and that's because of the budget deficit they are currently facing, and that is prompting SEPTA leaders and school leaders here in Philadelphia to meet next week.
We are up against the clock right now.
There are just 34 days until SEPTA cuts 20% of its service. And the day after that's set to happen is the first day of school in Philadelphia.
It's going to affect everyone who has to get to these schools, and whether they're using SEPTA or trying to drive and there's more congestion on the roads.
The cuts are part of SEPTA's doomsday budget, which passed at the end of June, as the agency faces a $213 million deficit. Unless state lawmakers find funding for public transportation, the first wave of service cuts come at the end of August, impacting the 55,000 Philadelphia students who use SEPTA passes to get to and from school. That's a quarter of Philadelphia school students.
We have a 12-year-old who goes to school in West Philly, and she is going to have a very hard time getting there.
SEPTA warns the potential cuts will lead to longer commutes, more crowded conditions, and less reliability, especially in the Northeast and the Northwest parts of the city. They are urging parents and students to plan ahead.
Everything for everybody is going to get a little worse.
Andrew Saltz is a teacher in the city. With so many of his students relying on public transportation, he fears this could lead to them either showing up late or not showing up at all.
On top of what they've been through with COVID, on top of what they've been through just living in the city with the violence, now it's like, yeah, you don't have a bus anymore?
Local universities like Temple are also getting ready. They sent out a statement last week saying, "Our expectation is these cuts would result in an additional 2,000 people driving to campus each day, further limiting parking on and around campus." Temple says these SEPTA cuts could impact about 12,000 students, faculty, and staff. So right now, SEPTA is meeting with local university leaders as well as school leaders within the school district of Philadelphia. But again, this all hinges on that state budget, which lawmakers have yet to pass. Outside of school district headquarters, I'm Caroline Goggin, Channel 6 Action News.